So this is our little intro here. Welcome back to another episode of the Low Cal Podcast. Here with Adam Goners.
What's up, fools?
And my name is Jose Barajas with a very special guest today.
We got Mr. Samuel Lee of Lee Galaxy Incorporated. What's up, Mr. Samuel?
What's up, Cali?
Damn.
Glad to be here. Appreciate you guys.
Absolutely. Welcome to the Low Cal Podcast, guys. I know we're all over the place tonight.
We are, but we live.
We're live here, man.
Turn them up. I could barely hear on this one.
Is this working?
Your
right now?
headphones?
Yes.
I can
Yes.
turn you totally up. Yeah. If you
Is
need
it?
more.
Okay, there we go.
You need more?
Yeah, no, that's good. That's perfect.
All right, cool.
What's
Welcome,
up,
guys.
Samuel?
Welcome.
What's
Man, I'm
podcast.
feeling great. Appreciate the opportunity. Energy is here in the house. What's up with you guys, man? This live podcast with my main man, Big A.
What's up, Samuel? It's been a long time coming, man. I met Samuel a few years ago. Maybe like 3-4 years ago.
True.
And I thought Samuel was one of the most interesting persons I've met in a long time, man. I worked with Samuel on a night job at LAX. That's where we met.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Full of energy.
right.
Full of energy. Just a good cat all around. And once I started talking to him, I knew he was interesting, but I didn't know the whole backstory of everything he has going.
Right.
Samuel, you is a cool man. You got a lot of cool things going, man. I want to talk to you about a few things. Oh, hold on.
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
Here's,
I want to say before we get started, man, look at this guy, dude. When I saw this guy walk in, I was like, damn, look at this guy. He's
hey, man.
thank you for blessing us with your appearance. And I know it took a while for you to get ready and to get here and to make your way. And man, you look phenomenal, bro. Thank you. I
Hey, man.
appreciate it.
Thank you again. This guy right here, man, pump you with so much energy.
Mm-hmm.
And not getting off the subject, but when I met this guy, man, he was like 400 pounds.
Big guy.
Big guy. Drove a big black 745. I'm like, man, what is this guy right here? But his energy was, man, we're going to work at 10 o'clock at night, getting
Yeah.
off at 5 in the morning. This guy's like it's the daytime at 12 o'clock noon, man,
Energy.
This energy to the moon. And, he introduced me to his family.
Mm-hmm.
And I've only been in Los Angeles 5 years, but I've known this brother like 3 years, and we had got money together.
Welcome to
You
LA.
know, I appreciated that.
Hell yeah.
LA, I just told him, is the only place where you can wear silk in the daytime and a fur at night.
Mm. Could you wear that fur at night in the summer?
Hey,
Hey.
man.
You know what? Samuel could wear that
Hey,
fur at
man.
night.
I mean, it's just being cool.
Yeah.
My mama put it in my baby food, man. It's like a nature. I got a curse,
Right.
Most-
Now, Samuel, you're always G'd up from the feet up. How did that happen? Were you always this stylish? Did you always have this, or did this just something that just came across?
Honestly, it was my mom and my dad, man. My mom worked hard, and back in the, when I came up, when you go to school, it was a big deal to get school clothes.
Right.
So that first week, your school clothes,
Absolutely.
you're going to be sharp that first week. My
Yeah.
mom lay away my food just being straight up and instilled that. And to this day, it's the qualities and just in parenthood, that it's lacking today. That was instilled. Like I said, she put it in my baby food, man. So being stylish and, it comes easy, honestly, without even fronting.
Really, you've always been.
Yeah.
This has always
truly,
been you.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Even Samuel has a dog, a little dog that he brings to work.
Yeah.
Named Cotton.
Yeah.
It's literally a little piece of cotton, bro. It's
Yeah.
like this big,
Little
white.
poodle?
What is
Hey,
it?
man, he is, that's his name. He's a cotton detour.
Uh-huh.
They look like Mortiz. His hair grow all the way down to the ground, man, and so intelligent.
Yeah.
Man, like my fiance, Tanya, hey, baby, I don't know if my my live is on tonight, but she blessed me. I don't have any kids,
Yeah.
and we be going back and forth. Matter of fact, she get back Thursday. I pick her up. But this guy, when he have to use the bathroom, it's no. I can be sleeping like at 3 o'clock in the morning, and he's licking my face, and I'm dreaming like Tanya's 50. When I wake up, it's him like, come on, man, let's, you know what it is, you know what I'm saying? This is my guy, man,
Yeah.
I love him, man. Yes, sir.
When we go to work, his dog, because we wear safety vests at work,
Right.
and his dog's in a little vest. It's
Oh, so
pretty
you
cool.
take your dog
Yeah.
to work?
Yeah,
Yeah.
on the construction sites, dude. The dog
wow.
gets off the little.
Well, that's
Man.
cool.
Yeah,
that they
he's-
let you do that.
Super
Hey,
chill.
well,
I don't think we're
you know,
supposed to.
The thing is, man, our company,
It brings like a certain type of energy
Hey,
to
man,
the people,
our company
right?
is so good, man. Look, we have like 85% of AT&T traffic control. The main guy came up and said, Sammy, what's up with the dog? I said, that's a service dog, sir. He said, what's wrong with you? You working? I said, I have anger management problems.
Ah,
And he, man, look here. Since that day right there, he laughed so hard. This guy like he is a hard nose, man. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But the owner of the company, everybody, man, and it's embarrassing, man. He's so cool. I had to go to another job. I left him on the job. My supervisor called me and said, hey, Sammy, you still at the job, man? I said, no, you need me to do something? He said, man, you left the dog here, man. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Oh, your dog. You left your dog
He
at work?
left the dog at the job site.
At the job site, bro.
Oh my god.
But
Like, hey,
man,
you
life has
forgot
been
something.
good. Life has been good here in California, man.
That's good to
I was
know.
able
Good to
to
hear.
launch my book, just get focused on fit to do my book too.
Mhm.
Just really good to even have that. I'm blessed. I'm getting married in August. Guys say the
Congratulations.
same. You guys are welcome to let you guys know about the location. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
That's
yeah.
right. That's right. We're invited. Sweet.
But man, it's good.
Yeah.
Very good. Life is good. After being gone so long.
So let's talk about. You said you've just been in LA for about 5 years.
True.
Where exactly are you from?
Well, I was born in Tyler, Texas, but my parents migrated to Michigan, Flint, Michigan, in the late '60s,
Okay.
Flint's in the house.
and my mom got on it and father got on at General Motors, and my mom and father retired from General Motors. Well, my father he got a company, got a little money, then he bought a dump truck. His brother bought a dump truck and started Lee Brothers Construction Company. But my mom she retired from General Motors.
Okay.
How long did your parents work at General Motors?
My mom did, man, 31 years.
Awesome.
Damn.
So
My-
beautiful.
Yeah, my dad did like
What years was she working there?
man, like from 70, man, to like the I want to say the late 90s, man. I mean the early 90s. I was incarcerated,
Okay.
over the period of time because they changed her location. She went from Michigan to Baltimore
Okay.
when they was changing up locations. When General Motors was taking their company to Mexico and everything, just so if you wanted to keep your job from Michigan, they
Relocated you
yeah.
over to
Okay.
Mexico?
Well, no, they
Or
had
to
companies in
Texas.
Mexico, but she went to Baltimore.
Oh wow.
Right. And she retired from Baltimore. My grandfather been in Los Angeles since 41. He was like a principal at a school in South Central called Mia Money.
Mm-hmm.
At this time, right now, I stay in South Central
Yeah.
off I'm 18 minutes from everywhere, downtown,
Right.
airport.
You're in the middle.
You're
right in the
in
middle.
South Central. Yeah. I
South
see where you're at.
Central,
Absolutely.
How did you end up in LA?
Well, I did a substantial amount of time in Texas. And not wanting to stay in Texas or go back to Michigan, my mom was out here, and I made a vow to myself and to the Creator if He gave me a chance to get free again, that I would take care of my mom and make her be proud of me, man. You know what I'm saying? Because she worked hard for her. And the way I went in the streets, I wasn't raised like that, but the streets was like Dracula, man. I got bit, and that was it.
Right. So let's talk a little bit about your book, man. Because
Flintstone.
Yeah, I'm a Flintstone, man.
Meet
Yeah.
the Flintstones right
Yeah,
here.
true Flintstone. When people talk about Michigan, they say, "Oh, Detroit." Nah, man, we from Flint. True Flintstone. The streets tell my story. Flint used to be one of the richest cities in the United States at one time. I mean, like up in the top 5 because in the early 70s, it was like, imagine having General Motors, you had Chevrolet, Cadillac,
Oh,
Buick,
mm-hmm.
Right.
AC Spark Plug in one city,
Right.
It was an industry.
right there, you know.
Ford,
Ford was in Detroit at the time,
right?
but
But you
Flint,
guys are all right there.
yeah,
How far are
Flint,
you guys from Detroit?
like an hour,
Mm.
60 miles.
Mm-hmm.
But also you had Pontiac, which is in the middle,
Right.
where the Silverdome used to be. But very prosperous for people coming from the north. That's when people migrated from the south, because you're going from a place that from the south that's making low minimum wage and just coming out of a depression, and to a place that's paying you like $25 an hour.
Right.
Right. That's
So
huge.
it's a family change. It's life changing money.
Big time.
You know,
Especially in that time.
I mean, and in that time, you know, you still had the family structure still in order. You know, the mom and the dad still at home.
Right.
So that's was one of the forms that helped me, um, gave me the energy to write the book, because it's Flint need to be expressed. Now, right now, we have a young sister out of Flint, Clarissa Shields, is the #1 woman fighter, as far as in America, let's say the world. But the recognition that Flint really need is not being rendered. Here's a city that used to be one of the prosperous cities in the world, where you poison a whole city with water, bad water, man.
Right.
You know, they had
That
a
was in
water
recent
crisis.
years, right?
Right. And then the conversation that you give to people is crumbs. You know, when
Right.
you done poison a whole community, a city, and it's swept up under the rug, you really don't hear about it now.
Yeah, man. That's
I
wild.
still remember that
You know what I mean? Some
still
people will
remember that.
remember it.
I
You
still
have
remember
kids that go
that.
through that, you know?
because it's like, what are you supposed to do when you don't have water?
Water. One
You
of the
know,
most
or they screwed up something to damage. Like, had if you're a guy that runs a business and your business is water, how do you
imagine
mess
that.
that up? You don't mess that up.
You can't mess it up.
You
You
don't.
know, and
Unless it's intentional.
Do you believe it was?
what I believe really don't matter is visible.
Yeah.
You know, when you come and have lead pipes in the streets, you tear up the city.
Mm-hmm.
And how can a city that used to be one of the most prosperous cities in the United States, and then General Motors pull all their factories out, and then you contaminate the city with poison water?
That's wild,
Right.
man. Yeah.
Yep.
You know? So in the process of this, you have poverty, and now you have an open gun law, and you have drugs, no jobs. So
Mm.
what are the kids left with? What are the opportunities?
There's not much out there, right?
You know,
It just seems like it's tough, super tough,
it's tough,
and it's cold,
and it's cold in the winter,
Yeah.
and it's cold,
and it's cold in the winter.
man.
Do
But
you, do you still have a lot of family out there?
I still have a lot of family there. My fiance is there right now. She'll be here Thursday. Guys say the same. My aunts, cousins, people that I truly love, you know, just
Right.
there. You know, I did Christmas and New Year's there. As you know, you gave me time off, you know.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's I love Flint, and that's one of the main reasons my drive is. I just know I can get a series called Flint, and my book, "What the Streets Tell My Story," it's inspirational. And I'm not no studio person, or people that know me, know my family, know that I'm a product of Flint,
Right.
and that it's no BS on my name in Flint, you know. But being a product of your environment and then clinging to something that really has no meaning, it's but the story need to be told. Everyone has a story.
Tell us a little bit about your story from this book.
Wow, where do I begin?
From the very beginning. Let's hear it.
I notice it says Flintstone Book 1.
True,
So
it's a trilogy,
mhm.
and book 1 is what transpired in my early elementary form of life. Book 2, I went into fiction. What would I have done if I'd have been successful at doing wrong? You know?
Mm,
In book 3, we getting someone in the White House.
mm-hmm.
Book 1, book 2, it's like I feel like really my best book because my energy and my aspiration, just was just poured in this book. And that's when I got into my groove. And I did all this being incarcerated.
Right.
I got associates and a bachelor in business management while I was incarcerated.
Wow. Congratulations.
Yeah,
That's
man.
awesome.
Good
And
job.
I just feel like, man, things like that, it can happen to anyone if you just have the drive.
Absolutely.
If it can happen to someone like me, and I was a knucklehead, man. I was a candidate to the graveyard. But I'm here for a reason. And since I've been out, I haven't had any bad times, honestly. It seemed like everything I do, everything I touch, I'm winning. When I wake up, I'm winning. I'll be 67 years old this
Damn, you
year.
look great.
Yeah,
for
man,
you
right?
look
know,
crap. You look
I'm,
great.
Yeah.
I'm winning, man.
Big time.
And all praises be to God for, I give him that and my family, my future wife, my extended family, and the people who love me, man, because for those who's trying to be successful, man, the blueprint, you hang around people who remind you who you are and what you're trying to be.
Right.
If you can get around, my dad always said, Junior, if you hang around somebody getting some money, you might get some money.
Right.
But if you hang around somebody ain't getting no money, man. So I'm saying, in other words, just if you hang around, people who remind you who you are and what you're trying to be. This setting and everything is just a step of what I'm trying to be,
Sure.
my goals, my aspiration,
Mm-hmm.
and what I'm trying to do. And people who believe in me. I have people who truly believe in me more than I believe in myself. Matter of fact, my fiance is the one who inspired me more to say, hey, man, go on and write that book, Sam. And not, even talking about the other, little business ventures that we have in mind, and just to put it out there, just straight up, I'm a Muslim,
Mm-hmm.
and not Nation of Islam or anything like that, the Black Power movement, but the universal form of Islam. As far as people who understand just the culture of treating Islam only mean peace,
Right.
and just inspiring that right there. I take my mom to church. I go to church when she want to go to church. It's nothing like that. But getting my energy and what helped me in my life and my goals and what I'm trying to do, I give all praises be to God, and I think that helped me in my journey. Say for instance, if I was able and I had $1 billion, I gave Adam 500 million. I gave you 500 million. I gave you 500 million. You guys would be like, man, that guy right there is so real, man. He gave me $500 million. He gave me 500 million. But when I came into Islam, I understanding that God give me everything,
Right.
and he give people who don't even believe in everything,
Right.
and they don't give him no praise.
Mm.
So that's what helped me to this point right here, as far as not getting super sanctimonious with you guys or anything like that, because that's how I was raised.
Right.
But just being true to what I say I am and what I'm about,
What you
and
believe
be
in.
able to say to the streets, tell my story, and stand behind what I say I believe in, because I have a belief system. And every man that's trying to be successful in life have some kind of form of fashion of belief system. Our goals, morals, ethics, sometimes, we go through life with damaged self-esteem.
Yeah.
And sometimes when it comes to us and men and women and what we expect out of women, um, with them having a damaged self-esteem, and they lack the solution to repair it by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, the interference of the Western society has helped contaminate their thoughts and help form their inappropriate behavior. So when you get a woman that's in her emotions and things going down, it's not really her fault. It's just things that's happening in society. Look what's transpiring right now. Trump, we have a new president for the next 4 years. We fit to go through, but for the next 4 years, that's nothing. I went through 28 and a half years, man,
Damn.
under some strict slavery mentality in Texas, where you will meet the whitest of the whitest white man, not just being prejudiced or anything like that, because it's good and bad in every race, but in the judicial system, correctional system, in Texas have, now imagine this, in the world, global, Texas have 136 prisons in one state,
Mm-hmm.
in one state.
It's a big place.
And they don't have that many, as far as no other state in the world. It's a form to let you know that prison is big business. And what I'm talking about, as far as recidivism and being a product of that and not going too far, man, I just want you guys to ask me some questions of being open to just sharing that with what's going on in society.
Right.
And you have ISIS and these people not misinterpreting what's going on in society, that the biggest turnout for Trump was the male Hispanics. They voted this guy in.
Yeah.
If it's a lie, this is what CNN said. CNN said verbatim, and World News, that how they turned out. And this guy is fit to do one of the biggest mass portations in the history of the United States.
Yeah, man.
So I don't want to go all political, and man, shoot at me, man. I'm just trying to be political correct, but
I hear you.
It's all right, man. It's the
We
times
open.
right now.
Yeah.
It's the times. We're open. This is open mic right here.
For sure. Big time.
what you got for me, Adam?
How much of this book, when you were writing this book, how much of this book pertained to your real life experiences?
98% all the way to the last part of the book, when I was in a courtroom
Mm-hmm.
and the judge sentenced me to 99 years.
Tell us about that.
It was my father. I had
99 years, and was there more to that?
that was one case. I had two cases.
What was the total?
129 years.
You're out free,
Jeez.
and you had
129 years.
129 years.
And that was true, you said in the book.
It's true. All you have to do is go online, pull up my name,
Right.
and I still have my prison ID in my pocket to reflect where, to keep me focused on what's going on. But this transpired, like Texas is business.
Yeah.
This is business, and being free right now to be able to tell my story. That's why I said the streets tell my story, to be able to open some people's eyes of what's going on here in America, man.
Yeah.
We still have forms of slavery that's going on. I picked cotton when I was there. I picked tomatoes. I worked in the field. I was a slave. But Texas still held the law. If you break the law, you're up under servitude.
Mm.
And I did not get paid in 28 and a half years. I hustled, and the money my family sent me.
So they had you in there for 28 years. What
I-
what was the charges that they
had-
dropped?
I had
on
2
you?
counts of aggravated armed robbery.
Mhm.
I had a crew that we used to rob drug dealers, and we was impersonating police officers.
Oh.
And they called them jump out boys at the time.
Mm.
And so my little cousin them tried to do a job without me and got caught. And they got caught with the bulletproof vest, the ski mask, overalls, and everything. And they was going to college. The DA and them, they wasn't built for that. The prosecuting attorney squeezed them enough where they had enough evidence to indict me. Well, I didn't even know that a warrant was for my arrest. It was a $50,000 reward for me, armed and dangerous, and I didn't even know
Damn.
that my cousin and them had turned state evidence on me. Well, to make a long story short, in the courtroom, when I was saying the judge gave me, that was under 1 count, I put them on, they was like following me. And I did things with them, and not knowing, this is my little cousin. And we're in Texas, we're doing things. My cousin got a strip club joint, and we're doing things, But we got a girl that's setting up high rollers, and we impersonate the jump out boys. Well, when they got caught with the ski mask, the overalls, the bulletproof vest. And I got convicted solely on the testimony of my co-defendants and collaborating evidence. collaborating evidence meant that the people said that, yeah, it was a ski mask, yeah, it was the overalls, yeah, that was the vest that had the FBI form on it. At this time, DNA wasn't popular. I got incarcerated. This case happened in 92.
Okay.
OJ, the Dream Team made DNA popular when OJ got in with the gloves.
Yeah, with the gloves, yeah.
DNA wasn't even popular when I went to court. So I went to prison and
Based off of words?
off of words, basically.
Mhm.
No physical evidence, no gun, not even picked up at a club.
Mm. Wow.
From Crime Stoppers. They spotted me. I'm being flamboyant. I went in. Hey, Sam is here. He come now, because you see how I am now. I've always been like this.
Right.
Mm.
Police came. I spotted them, tried to make them run. That was it. Never got out. Did it always. I just did never feel like that was the end of my story.
Yeah.
I didn't get caught up in prison. See, a lot of guys, when they had to work in the fields, they would take psych meds, like they was going crazy just to get out of the fields, and
Right.
then over time the psych meds would have you like you was,
It would fuck you up.
fuck
Yeah.
you up. But
Mm.
I got in prison, man, with this mindset that I'm getting out. Well, while I was in prison, I get me a female officer. She liked me. I liked her. I started working her. She brought me cigarettes and tobacco Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday.
Wow.
I sold tobacco and cigarettes in prison. Okay. And this
That's
how
awesome.
I said it.
I hope
Yeah.
they're not watching.
Oh my God. That's
Man,
great. I
but
love it.
just true story. And the brothers that's on, I got a lot of brothers that's plugging in and know me. We did time together. It's all the way down to Miami that
What's up, Miami?
I'm not a studio gangster, man.
You're the real deal, Sam. I can
Yeah,
tell.
the true story, man.
love it,
True
man.
story.
So your book starts off when
My book started off like this from the courtroom. And it's talking about the prosecuting attorney is saying, is the man of this courtroom in the courtroom right now? My cousin is on the stand and says, yes, that's him right there.
This is your cousin.
Yes.
Mm.
Let the records reflect that Samuel Lee Jr. has been pointed out. So when you're in there, you can't do like this. So I'm trying to keep a facial, like everything is cool,
Right.
My father's over in the stand. He looking at me, I'm trying to stay strong. I'm a junior. At the end of the trial, man, my trial lasts a week. The deliberating was 3 days. When they came back, the foreman gave the judge, it says, Mr. Lee, will you please stand? He said, Mr. Lee, this is a fine state that we stay in. And it's criminals like you that make this great state give it a bad name. It gives me great pleasure to sentence you to 99 years. May God bless your soul. And when she hit the gravel like that, the stage blew up. That's when I went into fiction in my books to set it up for part 2.
Yeah.
Mm.
So that was the fiction. That was the only fiction in it. When she hit the gravel and,
Yeah.
At that moment when that gravel came down.
You know
and
how a
it
firecracker
hits,
sound?
Right.
And you hear the ringing? That's what I heard. People was talking. In the 99 years, I was like in a daze. So I got up, still hearing this ring. They handcuffed me. I looked at my dad, shook his head. And I went to my cell. They escorted me to my cell. And everybody was in there, hey, man, we seen it on TV, because it was a big thing down in Texas, And I just laid down and went to sleep, man.
Were you out on bail when this all was happening? When you
They
were doing
wouldn't
your
let
court?
me out on bail after I got, because they said I was a flight risk.
Mm.
And I stayed in the county jail for a year and a half, just in the county jail because I couldn't get out. Flight risk.
When you got in the mix of doing everything that you were doing, did you ever think you were going to get caught?
Well, when I was in the mix, honestly, just to be straight up with you, I was on drugs.
Mm.
And back in the 80s, and just being very transparent with my readers, imagine having a substantial amount of cocaine, the drug of your choice. this is a party drug at the time, where pretty women who don't want nobody to know that they getting it, doing it, where guys that wasn't getting any sex, now they got the bag, now they getting sex. This
Mm.
is a time where cocaine is the party
The
drug.
party drug, yeah. What year was this around?
This is in the 80s
In the 80s.
when I first got in tune. The 80s, man. And well, really 79 is when I first learned how to cook. They called it freebasing.
It's a good year.
Yeah.
79, baby.
Yeah, man.
That's when I was born.
Hey.
Wait, you guys kind of look the same.
Hey, go
I'm
ahead.
just kidding.
Hey, nah, I graduated from school in 77. And I took state wrestling, man. I went to Michigan on a wrestling scholarship.
Right.
Got kicked out of class because I wouldn't go to school. I'm driving. My dad got me a 77 Seville. And I'm driving around in this white Seville, man. I'm just doing my thing. And get flunked out, he took it.
Mm.
And me and my crew, we went and stole 3 more Sevilles. I stole one like it. And my boy stole some. We put them on ice till Christmas and broke them out,
Yeah.
All this is in the book. True story, man. People who know me, they used to call me Sam Seville.
That's a sick
So
guy's name.
while all this is happening, your family, your mom, your dad, they're working in the industry, GM. And
Well-
what provoked you like to take that route at that time when you have this car that's handed over to you instead of let me do what I'm supposed to be doing.
The streets, man. Understanding. Let me take you for a ride, okay? My mom, totally against it. My dad, he worked for General Motors a few years and bought a dump truck.
Mm.
He had influence of his little brother. His brother bought a dump truck.
Mm-hmm.
They started Lee Brothers Construction Company. 1976, when Sevilles first came out, my father bought a black one.
Mm-hmm.
Then put a grill on it with the spokes, and this was like the car of my dream, you know what I'm saying? But my father was a hustler, so he had an asphalt company. And the asphalt company, he used to ride around and see jobs. He had a salesman, this Greek guy, and when he wasn't selling, my father would just pull up on construction sites. Well, we pulled up on a construction site one time, which the story is in the book, on Corona Road in Flint, Michigan. And it was like a barn. And it was some guys out, they was pointing, and this one guy had a big cigar in his mouth with some of those glasses, those gazelle glasses, man. I don't know if you ever seen The Sopranos, but
old school big
yes,
the
ones.
old
sir.
school glasses like this, man, His name was Joe Shaheen. My dad pulled up. He said he was fit to make this barn a club. It was just old. And he needs someone to do the asphalt work. My father said he was the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they established a relationship. And the guy had this bar converted into the baddest club in Flint, Michigan, man. I'm talking about, he got the old furniture from the Aladdins. He was Italian. His name was Joe Shaheen, man. And this guy was just phenomenal, man. Come to find out, he was the godfather of Flint, Detroit, Lansing, all the surrounding areas, man. And he liked my father.
Mm-hmm.
And to make a long story short, when the club got to be a full club, my father had his own private booth, and it was like made out of a harem with the velvet purple, and it was wrapped in, and I used to go in and run a tab,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm in with the Italians, man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this lifestyle right there with the Italians, they made my father like they guy, they go-through guy, and my dad, they ran the numbers. My dad used to get the numbers and take them back to the club. It was just something like out of a movie.
Some hustle shit.
Yeah, some hustle shit, and I was attracted to that.
Yeah.
Which my father wasn't that kind of guy, but he was down for getting money,
Mm-hmm.
Just surrounding with those kind of guys. So in the process of that, it just became, a part of my character. I cling to that, that lifestyle, because it was sexy to me, like you see a fine woman, that lifestyle. And so with my two parents, man, I got in so much. I caught a case January, February, March, April, and May. I was out on 5 bonds, man, with my crew. We used to go through stores with sledgehammers or through the roof with fireman axe and get clothes and stuff, man. Back then, they didn't have motion detectors and all that other kind of stuff. But I was a rascal, man.
Damn.
You know, but that's what happened, and all the things that I did in life. This is what gave me the energy to write my book one,
Mm-hmm.
because I had some friends and some Muslim brothers. We was competing. I have one guy that's successful. He wrote 7. His name is Donald Johnson. I have one brother named we call him Hooley,
Mm-hmm.
and he have like 4 books.
Yeah.
I have 3 books. I'm on my 2nd book right now. Put them in paper and audio. But it's been a journey,
Yeah.
and it's been a process. And like I said, the inspiration is my fiance. She always pushing me.
It's
Her
good.
belief system in me is stronger than I seem like the one I have in myself.
Did you have any fears or any doubts about not only doing the book but putting this story out?
I had some conflicts when I first got out because my siblings. I'm the oldest,
Mm-hmm.
and my siblings, was like, you know, dad wasn't like that. But my dad kept a lot of stuff away from the family.
Right.
And I changed names, you know, and but I kept my father's name the same. I took that lick, because it was the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And it's no fiction, and at to this day and time, I'm good with the family. Everybody good, they just wanted to see me do good, man, because I was like the black sheep and the
Mm.
oldest.
Right.
And I wish my father was alive to where I could show him, man, I've never been this legit in my life, to show him that I could do it and that I'm free, because everybody thought, man, he got 129 years, man. Oh, man, he ain't never getting out. That boy's gone forever.
When you went to jail, and you were obviously still partying right before, correct, with the coke and all that, was it easy to get drugs in jail? For you, because I know you don't fuck around anymore.
Honestly, just honestly. Look at me, I started knocking down stuff talking that right there.
I mean, I think
Sounded like a joke to me. So I wasn't.
Nah, hey, honestly, just, man, listen, you in prison. There's more drugs in prison
Yeah.
than it is,
Yeah, of
that's
course.
accessible. Understanding you're in a controlled environment, it's not like you can go to the north side, to the northwest side. You in a controlled environment. Hey, man, Adam got some good stuff. He just got it in, man, too. You better, you know what I'm saying? Go to the child hall.
yeah.
I was in prison, man, and I never, ever, ever did any coke in prison. But my drug of choice became weed.
Mm.
I smoked weed like I was still free because I got in the word that we call them is mules or legs. Hey, man, you got some legs? You got a mule? Because there's a lot of guys that come to prison who was big time dope dealers in the world, but don't have nobody to bring it inside.
Right.
So if you win a female inside and you send her to that destination, you split. Whatever she bring in, I'm gonna give you half. I keep half. So I got to a point where I'm in prison. Now, mind you, I just left the world running from the police. Now I'm in prison running from the police.
Mm.
They trying to shake me down. They know I got it, but when I do my urinalysis, I don't mess with no cocaine, man. I'm
Right.
not doing no.
Right.
And that's how I won, man, until I got serious about getting out. And I got in school and set that bullcorn aside, man. But by the time I stopped doing everything, 15 years it went by.
Mm.
And right when I was about to be free, I asked my mom and sister would fly down, catch a plane to see me twice a year, get a room, rent a car to see me for 8 hours, 4 hours on Saturday, 4 hours on Sunday, and then go back. I watched my mom get old, man, where I had to help her get up out the chair, man.
Right.
I'm in here on some adolescent shit up in prison and not focusing on getting out. Excuse me, or putting forth no effort,
Right.
or making myself available to catch some more time. Because mind you, if you the dope man in prison, you're dealing with the Crips, the Bloods, the Gangster Disciples, Mexican Mafia, Texas Syndicates. You're going through people, and I mean, it's just like you out in the world when you're supposed to be focusing on changing your life.
Mm.
So after I got serious about changing my life and reinventing myself, that seemed like when God started out opening doors for me. I'm gonna say God, I'm gonna give him the thanks for that.
For
For me
sure.
getting in tune with myself,
Yeah.
of being able to reinvent myself,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because I could have a substantial amount of drugs and not want to, powder my nose. And I prayed for that, man, because when I first went in, I was like, man, I need me a hit, man. I got 129 years. I could have been on some wowsy, man. Oh, man. But no, I just didn't feel like that, man.
It wasn't you.
No,
That's why.
you know?
How many years into prison did you find out that you have an opportunity to get out?
Well, even though I had 129 years, if you do 16, 15 years, you become eligible.
Okay.
But I had to make parole on a 99. So after I made parole, I got out. It made 2018. I made parole on a 99. They didn't release me. I just started the 30. You see what I'm saying? And so when I started the 30, I got out in 2019. That's how much time I did on that.
Okay.
So it was a process, man.
When you were still in prison, did your mother, is she still with us, or
Oh, my
did that
mama's still
happen?
with me right now, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
congratulations, man. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I got a chance, like I
That's
said.
awesome.
Yeah, she's hey, man, that's the first woman I ever loved.
That's great, dude.
And when she told me she was proud of me, man,
That's awesome.
that made all the difference.
Yeah, man.
All the difference right there,
Glad
my
she's still
whole
here,
struggle.
man.
Yeah,
She saw
man.
you do it.
Yeah, she's 83 years old.
Damn, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, man, for real. And my grandfather was like 99. If he'd have lived 2 more weeks, he'd have been 100. But my mom moved out here
Mm-hmm.
to take care of father. She's like the only one, his only daughter, his only child,
Mm-hmm.
But it's been a process,
What,
but it's been a good process.
what about those cousins that pulled that move on you? Did you ever like forgive them, or did you guys ever speak again after?
Well, in prison, with that, when someone do that, they have it where you can never be on the same units together.
Right.
They keep you away. And for what I had going on, I had to get past that. I couldn't keep on being bitter
Mm-hmm.
and do something stupid and come out and be like on some stupid gangster stuff and do something to them for that, because
No.
that's what people are waiting on. And so being mature, because it was my fault. I was the oldest,
Mm-hmm.
and expecting something,
But did you guys meet somewhere in between and say, hey, you know what? I fucked up, or
no,
my
never.
bad, or none of that. You guys never reconciled.
No, never, none of that right there. And it probably was a good thing, because they kept us separated.
Mm.
Um, and they have it in your PSI when you go to prison on the people to keep you away from,
Mm-hmm.
that you could never be on the same unit. And when I first went in, I was like, man, hey, man, I wanted to see him.
Mm-hmm.
My mind said I was 33 years old. I was 33 years old when I got incarcerated.
Yeah.
Super energy, and I'm like, these boys snitched on me, man.
Mm.
And I was,
Heated.
man,
You're fucking heated.
man, we was doing that thing, man.
Yeah.
But that's how, man, honestly, the game have never bought me anything but pain.
Mm.
The glamour stuff, but the game ain't never bought me anything but pain.
Yeah.
And if I can get a series or something out this book, for people who believe in me, man, you can't give anyone some glasses to see your dream. No matter how hard you try to, you can't give anyone no glasses to say, man, you can see my dream. But the way you move and the things you do, a person to see how you move and understanding that you got to believe in yourself, man, and others who believe in you. When
Mm-hmm.
you do that, it's no obstacle that you can't overcome.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's like the antidote. You know, my fiance make me feel like Superman. You know,
Mm-hmm.
when I come home from work, my water run. Man, if I done gave her some roses and they about a few days old, they throw it up in the. You know what I'm saying? If I could film that and show people how I get treated, man, you know, it's only, you know, a blessing for God. You know,
Yeah.
to bless you with a mate, someone to love. At my age, when I got out, you know, I'm thinking, man, that I was gonna be just, you know, 100. I mean, 20. You know, but I got out. Her brother, man, is like my best friend, man. My very best friend. My first friend when I moved to Flint. She's 2 years older than me,
Mm-hmm.
and I always thought she was out of my, you know what I
Out of
mean,
your
out of
league.
my range, you
Yeah.
know. And it's not cool anyway to be messing with your
Of
homeboy
course.
sister, man. You know what I'm saying? You can look like this and that, you know what I'm saying? But full circle, man. I got a phone in prison, and my sister made me a Facebook page while I was in prison. Man, look, when I left the world, that's what they say when you get in incarcerated. When I left the world, man, my phone, my phone was big as this right here, man. You know what I'm saying?
The
And
Zach
yeah, I thought
Morris.
those big boys, man.
The
So
brick.
when I finally got a phone, I got a BlackBerry, man. And my boy said, man, get some bars. But I turned up the volume. Mind you, I'm in a cell.
Right.
When he called me to ring, I tried to suppress the ring, man. You know what I'm saying? It was up. I didn't even know how to work it, man. But I got online, made it my sister, and then they said, hey, man, you about to come up for parole. So I started messing with phones because they was giving people extra 20, 40 years for
Holy
having a phone. And
crap.
yeah. And we got in contact like that. I got out in November. Her and her brother came here in February. Her brother and my sister was born on the same day.
Mm.
So my sister birthday is Sunday on Super Bowl day. We're gonna
Okay.
have a little
Nice.
something, you know. My fiance, she'll be here Thursday.
Yeah.
So man, life is good for an old man. You know?
This guy looks
Life is
young.
great.
Yeah,
Looks
dude,
like
he's
a
more
10
active. You know what?
Looks like a
Well,
20-year-old cat to me.
I've worked with Sam for a while,
Yeah.
and he's one of our better workers, obviously.
Oh,
But
yeah, totally.
he not only goes to work for all these hours, he takes every call, works a bunch of hours, and he still plays basketball at the end of the day.
Damn.
Hey man,
This
yeah.
guy pumps me up all the time to work out. Like
No,
he works. This guy really puts in work
Yeah.
and still does his thing after, and still shows up like a G. Like
Looks great.
hey
Looks
man,
great, man.
this guy gave me the chance, man. Look, when we left the airport, man, it was like, man, 5 o'clock in the morning, you know. I'm not good at sleeping in the daytime.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, Adam said, hey man, my brother hiring, you know. So I called his brother and stuff. I said, man, I just hired 2 guys, man. I'll probably call you back. Man, like 2 hours later, he said, hey Samuel, can you? That was like almost 4 years ago, bro.
Oh.
yeah,
Yeah.
Sam's been killing
Hey
it.
man,
He's a
and,
great
you
guy.
know, hey, I got a company truck, company guy, man. I drive my truck home every day, you know.
Boom.
Hey, trust a good company, man. You
That's
know,
good.
overtime.
I don't stick my neck out for people when it comes to work. You know how many of my friends work there? None, none, because I just don't. I've learned my
There's-
lesson before, but
sure.
for Samuel,
Yeah, it's a different story.
Samuel's
You can tell.
he's a good worker.
Someone that's
He's-
going to be reliable and that's not going to like tarnish your name or anything. You're
Exactly.
going to stick your neck out, man. You want
Right.
people to do right for you.
yeah.
I didn't know I showed this guy that in my character, man, because this guy's a rascal too, man. He came, man,
This
look
guy?
at, man, this
Wait,
guy,
me?
man. Hey, this guy gave us a fake safety meeting, man, one time.
Oh, dude. So check this out. I showed up to this job when I was going sober. I met Sam the day I went sober. I took a job at LAX at night so I could get off drugs and stop going to bars. My friend was hiring. He goes, hey, man, if you want to take this job, it's at LAX. It's nighttime. Come down, you know? I'm like, all right. So I showed up, me and a friend, a homegirl I know.
Right.
And we show up, and there's a few guys there. And I'm like, man, I don't even need this job. I needed something to do to stay out of the bars.
Yeah.
So I get there and I tell my homegirl, I'm all, dude, I'm going to give a safety meeting. She goes, what do you mean? I'm just going to pretend I'm the boss. And I did.
He
At the end of the
did.
day, at the end of the work day, I'm like, hey, good job, guys. Gather up. I'm gonna give yourself a round of applause, and everyone's all, oh, okay. I'm like, hey, I just want to let you guys know I've
Oh
worked at,
my
I've been at
goodness.
a lot of companies. I've done a lot of things, and you guys killed it. You guys crushed it, and it's an honor for me to be with you guys. Thank you for being on my team. And everyone's like, is this guy the boss? Or
Hey,
what?
man.
And I played it off so well, they offered me the position.
True story, man.
It's kind of
True-
similar like when you posed as a parking attendant, right?
All the time.
This guy right here, man.
Fake it till you make it, baby.
my God.
Okay, I got a question, Sam.
Okay.
You did how many years?
28 and a half.
28 and a half years. You go in your 30s and you come out when you're how old?
I got out when I was 61.
Okay, 61 years old. What's the biggest change that shocked you? Because, I mean, for one, you went in Texas, correct? And you
True.
come out in LA.
True.
What's the biggest shocker what's something that you didn't expect to see that's different in the world than when you went locked in?
But honestly, man, just technology, period. Technology and how they got cameras everywhere, man. You know, like
Now you can't get away.
you can't get away, bro. You
Yeah.
know,
Don't
I
even try
mean,
it.
you I mean, I think
And people
it-
still trying.
man,
What
they
the
didn't
fuck?
have that when we was going on. You know, I mean, it's big. And something else, man, how women dress.
Yeah.
Bro, I had to have on my dark shades if I'm with my look, bro.
Sam, she's
Hey,
probably
man.
watching. What-
But she, hey man,
kidding.
oh man, hey, the way women
I
dress,
understand
bro.
that's truth and that's reality.
Yeah.
I mean, hey man,
It wasn't
ain't
like this back in high school.
no, it's nothing left. You
Yeah.
know? It's nothing. I mean, everything is in the open.
Mm.
Even I mean, just everything, man. Technology, just it was a change. You know, imagine that's almost like 3 decades, man.
Right.
That you're just behind on time. You know, and I had a job. I used to work for IBM for in transportation where I used to take documents, but I used the atlas back then. I had to look at the atlas map, which way
Yeah.
to go.
Thomas guide.
Thomas
You know what
guy.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now just the GPS, yo, hey man, that's what's up. you
Yeah.
know?
Big
And
time.
just everything, man. Just to go on, I mean, technology. I would say technology is the biggest thing far as for old man, you know, like me to be trying to stay relevant in what I need to do. And everything is online.
Yeah.
Everything is online. I had to get like kind of literate to even
When you got out and you moved to LA, did you ever visit LA before or live in LA before?
only came to LA in the summertime. We used to come to Disneyland. That was a big thing for us to go to Disneyland, you know.
Right down the street from here.
You know, and
Literally, yeah.
and it was like that was big for us, man. You know, my nephews is coming next month, and I'm trying to make sure that they get the experience. You never forget it. So
It's
Yeah.
the best, right?
right, that's the
For a
best.
kid.
Oh man, you never forget
And it
it,
makes an adult feel like a kid.
bro. I mean, it has you in a state of suspended animation.
Do you
up-
still go?
Man, do I? My friend, we was supposed to go, and they have it now for the tickets, you know. And I think it even went down because of the fire, man.
Right.
But seemed like since I've been out here not getting off the subject, it's been burning, man. I'm saying it shouldn't be nothing else to burn, man. I got up here a few years ago, and it's like
Yeah.
just
Once or
super-
twice a year. Yeah.
Right. But man, I love LA. Honestly, I love this. Just to look at the city, drive in. I mean, it looked like something like off of the Mockingbird when you coming into
Right there.
the, yes, man,
That's it right there.
Yes, a real skyline.
LA loves you when you love it back, but when you have something negative to say, LA doesn't care. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Oh man,
Yeah.
It's
true.
real. It's real.
There's a lot going on right now. You know, I watch the news and try to see on how traffic is when I'm moving in the morning and the weather, but it's a big impact right now for the Latino community, man. You know, and it's sad, and it just don't seem right, man. You know what I mean? Here's a guy that's a felon. They should make it where everybody can do what if you serve you do your time, you should have all the rights of the next person. This guy is a felon and he's a president.
Yeah. First time.
You know what I'm saying,
Hypocrisy.
man? Come on,
Yeah.
man.
First
know?
time.
So it fluctuates.
You mentioned that you rap, you freestyle.
And off the top, I got a little mixtape going on. I do. I mean, I used to have a program in prison, man. In prison, you have your hardest critics,
Yeah.
bro.
And Jose's a big critic.
I'm talking about they're gonna say, hey man, get your ass somewhere, man, with that right there, man. But we used to have to,
That's Adam, man.
entertain
Yeah.
ourselves,
He's
man.
the critic.
But Adam, man.
Can't
Yeah.
shut that guy up.
But
True.
this guy was telling me about, hey man, Sam, I'm like, man, I was still nervous, but hey man, I appreciate you guys, man. This is super cool right here, honestly.
Try to
The
make
whole-
it happen, man.
Yeah,
And it's
man.
gonna happen, man.
This
you
is,
got all
this
the
is all
energy.
like years in the making, man. And it was kind of like it was kind of put on pause after the pandemic. Like we took a run. We did a run for like 2 years with a couple other guys.
Right.
And then we kind of just took a break or took a pause from doing it. And 2 years later, Adam approaches me and we bring this back out of the grave and start doing it again. So
Hey,
we're
man.
about to start doing this run here 2025. Big time.
Hey man, I'd like to be a part of this, man. Anytime you guys need me, man. Hey, 200, And I thought I was going the wrong way, man. Honestly, the traffic is furious. This guy is always a comedian. Walk up on me outside, man.
I'm scared. That probably wasn't a good idea because I forgot Sam was such a gangster. I walked
Oh,
over
shit.
and I saw his moonroof open, and I look
Hey,
in. I'm
man.
all, hey, and he's all, what the? I'm all, oh, I probably should
guy,
have ran
man.
up on
Oh,
Sam.
man.
Like,
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
do you mind if we hear something? One of your raps?
No, I don't
You want to
mind.
spit something?
Yeah, put on Computer Love or something like that.
You
man.
able to
I
do that,
just,
Jose?
Let me get that up. Hold
Yeah,
on.
no
Give me
problem.
1 second. I got that. Some computer love.
Wow, I know a lot of people watch today.
Instrumental.
What's up, guys?
Put the instrumental on Computer Love.
The instrumental. I
Right.
don't know if I have that. I'll check.
Let's see.
Computer love in.
Let's check out the studio real quick, guys. Say what's up, bro.
Locale.
Oh, I think I got it right here. It says it's it. We'll see.
We'll see. We will see.
No, I don't know. That doesn't sound like it. Does it? No, that's something else.
Computer Love instrumental.
That's what I'm showing. But you know what? I use Spotify.
Or can you? Oh, you can't bring it up on your phone.
Well, no, my phone is over there right now. Let me see if I could find it through.
Sam, while he's looking for that, how did you get into the rap game?
In prison. We entertain ourselves in there in prison, man, hitting on the desk, hitting on something, another guy, just talking shit, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And who can talk the slickest or the greasiest, And I always thought I could talk. And I don't look at myself as a rapper and anything like that. I just like to talk shit, and I can, just rhyme, on stuff that's done happen in my life.
Was it something you've done before prison or something?
Never ever, man.
Really?
I cultivated a basketball game and everything in there, man. I got ribbons where we entertain ourselves, man. I used to give on programs just like this, man, in the chapel
Check.
and just partying, man. Trying
Yeah.
to keep a brother mind from not being, incarcerated, just to escape for a few hours, man. You go in and you have like 10 guys, that's got different songs or some poetry,
What do you think about the rap now?
Well, it's kind of, rap now, man. It's honestly, it don't have the proper substance. Now they have auto tone and all
Right.
kind of thing, and people are not saying what's really going on. Something that touch you or or something you can feel. You got a few artists, you know, but majority, you know, the youngsters are rap consists of the older men used to say, "Come here, let me rap to you." Have something to say,
Right.
something that's going on, something that's relevant. But now it's just talking greasy, in which, you know, I like talking greasy, you know, my woman, and just having some fun or going to. I'm not shy. I can go to open mic or go kick some poetry and just I can talk. That's how I was able to write the books, you know. And for a guy from the streets like me to write 3 books, man, you know, it was like some astronomical, you know. And people was like, man, and surprised, and you know, it just feel good. It feel like an accomplishment,
It's
you know.
good, man.
And I just don't feel like it's nothing I can't do when it comes to putting my mind on. I'm trying to be a first generation millionaire. I'm just but you have to be having something out there and pushing toward being a millionaire. You know, you can pray and do all this, but if you're not putting no action behind your prayer, you know, some of us just don't know how to pray. Some of us not putting no action behind our prayer. And again, like I said, not being sanctimonious, I just add this in the equation of my life, and it's been I've been successful at doing this. Before I move in the morning, I get down on my knees. You know, my fiance will testify to that. You know, I try to I try to move a certain kind of way. I um, don't want to have it where she don't think that I the right guy where she can follow. Women nowadays, man, you have to be in order.
Right.
You know, and under my leadership or under what we have going on, you know, I just don't want to let her down. I don't want to let myself down. So it's preparations.
Right.
It's not impossible, you know, especially when you have somebody who believe in you. And at times when you didn't believe in yourself, like I said, she was with me before the book, but now we for to tie it down. So
How many books have you sold?
wow, I would say I've sold, man, about 1,500.
Damn, that's good.
You know, 1,500 books, man.
What
Honestly.
what was the goal?
Well, you know, honestly, I didn't have a goal, and when I first started, I sold more. I sold more T-shirts.
Really?
I had the T-shirt with this, you know, and then every step of the process, man, her and my sister, and my mom, you know, they was my super supporters, and it feel good, bro. You know, to have a book, something. They say if you have something, to be able just to write a book, man, you know, and after I be gone, my book will still be here, or
Yeah,
the
man.
books will still be here. And man, Amazon gave me 5 stars. At not if a person you can just open a book like this, sex, getting money, hustling, violence, it sells.
It does, man.
Yeah, that's a combination. It's a just like some sugar and some flour. You know, it's gonna turn out sweet.
Do
The
you see
ingredients.
this? Do you see this being a movie?
I see this being a series and a movie, man. My dreams and my because I seen some that didn't have the flavor. It's very authentic. It's very tangible, and a person can read my book, and my book will bring you into the book where you be feeling like riding with me. You riding with me through the episode of the book, and I didn't. The very hardest part of writing the book was the dialogue, trying to get the dialogue from that person. I didn't think I could do it.
Right.
I wrote the majority of this book, man, seemed like I was in a day room. I wrote it by pencil.
Damn.
Then I typed it out like this, you know, but it's in print now. You know, that's my baby picture. That's my true baby picture right there.
Samuel, what's the main message that you hope your readers will take away from this book?
That anything is possible by believing in yourself and applying yourself and changing your way of thinking, you know, when you're not on that path, the proper path.
Hmm.
So you can change your thought process. You can elevate. Don't limit yourself or put yourself in a certain box.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's so many avenues that you can go down if you believe in yourself.
Hmm.
But it helps when you have people who believe in you. That's why I say by believing in yourself and others who believe in you,
Right.
it's no obstacle that you can't overcome.
Mm-hmm.
I overcome 129 years. I'm here talking, and I left some good brothers behind,
Right.
you know, and this is real, something that can happen. So that's what I would tell someone, even if you haven't went to prison,
Mm-hmm.
believe in yourself, put forth some effort,
Right.
and it's tangible as long as you're breathing. But you have to have, you got to believe in yourself and put forth that energy.
Okay. I got this song right here. I'm sure you probably heard of it. I hope that it's the instrumental. After laughter comes tears.
No.
I couldn't find Computer Love.
What is it's instrumentals? The thing is, when you have the songs that I had, is it
Can you do it to that?
is it all music?
It's all music. It's instrumentals right there.
Okay. All right, let's see. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Here we go, y'all. Uh. Uh. I ain't to never be broke no more. I was flipping, caught me slipping, selling work in Texas. I was tripping, and the state caught me fumbling, making a deal with 20 books at Chili's with Colombians. And you know I'm the bomb. See, I'm a Don Juan 2030. Ghetto James Bond. Lived any place I want, any place I please. Caught a virus, and money was a disease. I didn't mess with busters, suckers, or cluckers. You see, I'm a bona fide Fed ducker. Had my phone on tap. Cause I was talking overseas to a fine female Jap. They trying to jam me for a murder rap, cost us some snitch busters. I gotta bust some caps and give some busters a lesson, man. And let them smell the smoke from a Smith & Wesson, man. Cause I'm a brother that's hot, nobody Glock. Used to slang rocks, change spots when they got hot. Cause I'm a brother that's real to brothers for the field.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's
hell
hard.
yeah,
That's
Sam.
hard. That was super
Okay,
dope. That was super,
okay.
super. I didn't want him to stop.
Me either.
I didn't want him to stop.
Okay,
That was awesome.
okay.
That was fucking dope.
Now let me warm up. My
That was
flow
his
is
warm-up.
froze. Fans get the hip hop Holy Ghost. I stretch their soul. When God made me, he broke the mold. Now I'm told I ain't local, folks. Cause white women digging me in Kosovo. Got Japanese chicks digging me in Tokyo. So I orchestrate my life for presently. I had to construct a plan to keep my ass from felonies. So I perfect my craft, trappers invest in me. Platinum plaques, life like destiny.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, Sam.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Oh shit, man. Fucking
Good
dope.
shit, Sam.
That's what I'm
Hey.
saying. I love it. Thank you, buddy.
Man, thank you,
That's
man.
hard, bro. Fuck yeah. That's
Just
what I'm
talking
saying.
stuff, man.
That's some gangster shit, just off the top of the dome.
I mean, man, when you could talk, you could talk.
Yeah.
I mean, you could do it off of some Western. It don't make no difference.
All right, Sam, I got a serious question. All right. Just say this does come out in a movie, they pick it up. Can The Rock play me? I was just kidding. Dwayne Johnson, can he play me? No, who do you see? Just say someone picks it up, a movie studio, and they ask you, who do you want to play you? Who do you see playing you?
I would like the guy, man, that played Ghost on 50 Cent, man. The guy that played Ghost. I think his name is Hendrix. I can't think his real
What
name.
show is that?
That's 50 Cent Power.
Power, yeah, there we go.
But I would want the guy to play Ghost to play,
All right.
yeah.
We're gonna
I'd
make
see
that
it.
happen.
That's right.
Yeah, like
That'd be
that,
badass, huh?
We're gonna
Yeah.
put it into fruition.
Yeah, bring
You
that
gotta
in.
plant the seed, man.
Yeah,
You know
man.
what I mean?
Start
that
generating
part
that energy.
man. Yeah, bring it on, man.
Touch the ball.
Touch the ball,
Yeah.
bro.
Okay, well, Adam.
Samuel, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming down and doing this. Since I met you, I knew there was something special. As soon as I met you, I didn't even know all this. I didn't even know he wrote a book till way after.
I got one more good question. What advice would you give young writers that want to share their stories?
For young writers, not only young writers, everybody that's in this room, man, everybody have a story. And that's what movies, that's what dreams and everything, you can do it. And the worst thing you can do is like, man, I can't do that.
Yeah.
If
Doubt
I can,
yourself.
man, honestly, a trilogy, 3 books, man. And I was moving fast. I wanted to share that book too. It's called Street Boss, man. But honestly, man, for anybody, man, you guys too, man.
Mm-hmm.
You brothers got a story. And now if you go online right now, my book, I get it through Amazon. I pay $3.46 to print a whole book.
Mm.
I sell them online for $15.99.
That's another thing. I did notice that you have your books on Amazon, on Walmart, and on eBay. I saw one of your books, this book,
Yeah.
on eBay for like $500.
What?
Yeah. I'm not sure if you
Yeah,
know that,
no, I
but
didn't know that.
I saw this damn book for $500 on
No,
eBay.
man.
Dude,
Hey,
tell him
man.
I got one for 400 and it's autographed.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm gonna sign you guys
Hell
books
yeah.
also, man. It's
Yeah, I went and did a little research, and I saw that it was on Amazon
yeah.
in Europe on Amazon, Walmart, and then I just saw a link that was on eBay for $500.
Hey, man, I'm smoking. Y'all invest in me, man. Next time y'all have something going on, man, let me come on
We
out,
got you, man. We got you, Sam. Don't forget about us either.
Man, I better not forget about you guys,
You know what I
man.
mean? What else, Adam? We good?
I think I'm good, man. Do you have any other plans for the future? Anything else coming up that you got going?
Well, for the future, man, honestly, I'm basically right now focused on dropping this book too, man. It's called Street Boss. Very serious, very, very good book. But I'm also trying to get it in audio also. And again, I'm getting married this year. It's a big thing for me, man. And it's just, it's been a great year, man. It's been a great year. It's been good, and I feel like it's gonna get better.
Of course.
Oh yeah.
I appreciate you guys, man, bringing me in. Bring me in
Absolutely.
anytime, man.
Absolutely, for sure.
I dropped this new tape, man, and
We better be in it.
Thank
You
you
better
for
talk
being here.
about us.
that
Thank you
part
for
right
being
there, man.
Samuel, we love you, man. Thank
Love
you
you
so
too,
much,
man.
dude.
Thank you,
Seriously,
man.
this is probably the coolest thing we've done.
Yes.
Yeah,
Appreciate you guys, man, for having me.
of course, Samuel. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you for being here on the Local Podcast. My name is Jose with Adam Goners
What's up, fool?
and Mr. Samuel
Mr.
E.
Samuel Lee.
from the streets of Michigan.
That's right.
Yes,
Love
sir.
y'all, man. Appreciate you.
Samuel, any shout outs real quick?
Man, shouts out to the Lee Galaxy and Family Crown Riders, Tanya, my mom, David Lee, man. Just everybody who know me, man. Thank you for supporting me.
Peace.
Peace.
Can I
Phenomenal.
log off? Oh, sorry.
Man, that was hot, man. This is the bomb, man.
Oh, jeez.